What's up, crypto legends? The price of Bitcoin just a few dollars away from filling the CME gap yesterday. This is why I don't take the CME gap into consideration with my trading. I was shorting this range and also taking profits at these levels. If you did not take profits, of course, you are at entry point at the moment and you are at the risk of the price action to continue to the upside. In today's episode, I will explain why we got this bounce from this level and also why I still remain bearish for the next coming hours and days as long as we stay below this certain resistance that I'm going to talk about in this episode. So we were talking about the possibilities and the trading setups that we could find in the next coming hours and days, guys, so make sure to stay tuned. Hi there, Andy here. Welcome back to another episode of Bitcoinsensus. Let's dive in here straight into the chart, guys. As you can see, yesterday we were just about $30 away from filling the futures CME gap that was created last weekend. If you did take this into consideration to take all of your profits from a potential short position that you took a few days ago, then of course you did not take profits because we did not fill the CME futures gap. This is why I do not take the CME futures gap into consideration with my trading. It is a bad strategy to think that we are going to fill the gaps sooner rather than later. This could shoot up right now and we're probably not going to fill this till next year. So let's just go back here straight into the price of Bitcoin and do some pure technical analysis and recognize where we at right now and what are the strongest levels that we need to break as resistance to finally have that confidence that we are in an uptrend and we are going to have that continuation to the upside, right? Let's keep it simple here with levels and looking at the waves, okay, to understand that the market structure is still bearish, guys. But if we do break up from this resistance level that we are going to talk about right now, then this is going to be looking quite bullish. And that level is the high that was created on the 15th of May. That high is at $27,670 approximately. If this high over here is going to be broken and we're just a few $100s away, if it is broken successfully with high volume, we are likely to see bullish continuation in the next coming days and weeks. And why is that? Well, if we do see this, we've been talking about this now for the last few weeks, understanding that this was likely going to be an ABC corrective move to the downside, very much acknowledging that this area over here was the B move and we were likely to create that C corrective move to lose the B point. Now, yes, it is true. We have hit already the one-to-one extension from this ABC corrective move. As you can see, the one-to-one was already down here at $26,000. That range has been hit already. So is it time to get a reversal? Is it time to be bullish in the next coming days and weeks? Then we'll go through the DXY, okay, because a lot of people are confused as the DXY has been pumping the last few days, and also Bitcoin got a pretty nice pump yesterday. Now, there's not an instant correlation, okay, when the DXY pumps, the Bitcoin price doesn't have to dump. Sometimes they pump together or they dump together as well in the immediate short term, okay? This is more of a mid-term scenario that will affect the price of Bitcoin if the DXY does continue to pump, and we'll go through that in just 1 second. And guys, remember, for all of those people that haven't done KYC or they're the first time depositors, for the small fish, if you deposit $100 on Bybit, my favorite crypto trading platform, you can get $50 worth of bonus as soon as you follow these steps over here. Also doing KYC, of course. You deposit $100, you're getting $50. That is 50% bonus on top of your $100 deposit, guys. Make sure to take advantage of this deposit for the new users. For existing users, of course, if you do have $50 at the funding account, you can claim $20 as soon as you do KYC at the rewards hub, guys. Now, going back to Bitcoin right over here, why am I still bearish? Andy, we had a massive pump. We didn't test the lows here on the 12th of May where we went all the way down to $25,800 range. Yesterday, we got a massive pump. Well, when we talk about this ABC corrective move, we can clearly see that we had one wave to the downside, the second and the third right over here. Something curious about a third wave is that we usually hit the 1.618. Not always, but it usually does. So if we do get the extension here from this high of the wave 1 to the high of the wave 2 right there, we can see that 1.618 hitting approximately the $26,000 range, which was the end of that third wave, and very much knowing that this is very likely the fourth wave, the corrective wave, okay? Ready for that next leg down to claim the low of the third wave and going even lower. We don't really know how low we can go. It all depends on how we test these lows over here. Now, of course, depending on how we test these lows, if it fails to break out, we'll be definitely looking for longs on the Legends trading community. However, if it does successfully break down, then we'll be taking a look at other support levels. Till that happens, we are still pretty far away, okay? We're still a few $1,000s away, but that could happen, guys. Now, like I said, usually on Elliott wave theory, the fourth wave never overlaps the first wave, right? So if we do count this as the bottom of the first wave, if the price action does manage to get above this level successfully with a large amount of volume, there is always a possibility that this high can be tested, which is at 26,650 approximately, depending on what your chart you're looking at. Then this could fail miserably and have that massive continuation to the downside, okay? That is also a possibility, okay? So me with the Legends trading community, we are paying very close attention to see how are we going to hit this level, or if we are going to hit it at all, because as long as we are below this lower high, which would be the fourth corrective wave, as long as we do not overlap this low over here, this is still very much bearish, and we are probably going to test the lows in the coming days. Of course, this is only looking at the probabilities of the trend. People got a little bit excited with this massive pump. We'll be zooming on the lower time frames, and I'll explain how that was an insane, great longing opportunity. Very difficult. I think that one from the Legends trading community did manage to get into a long position, because I'll explain that in just 1 second. I didn't long this level because I was out. I managed to short all of this movement to the downside, but missed this long position as I was not in front of the charts. But anyway, going straight through here as well, this, looking at this range, guys, like I said, we would have to see a big breakout with high volume above $27,650, which is this high over here. Now we could test that level, and if we start consolidating, failing to break out, this is going to be a big, massive shorting opportunity, but we need to see that exhaustion. We need to see that price action, okay, getting rejected from that level. Then we know it's a failed breakout. Then we know that the bulls cannot manage to push higher, and it's likely to get rejected. On the other side, on the second attempt, if it does get a big movement with high volume, this is going to be a very clear bullish sign, guys. Also, this range is massive resistance. One of the reasons why is we've had this consolidation for the last few months, okay, in between $26,000 and $30,000, right? It's been several months here around this range, as you can see, since March. So if we do take a look at the fixed volume profile from this consolidation that we do have right over here, okay, and then leaving this zone and entering another zone of consolidation, we can see that the value area low is exactly at $27,500 range. This area, value area low from this large consolidation, is where we printed a lot of volume, and we are actually having that resistance right now, as you can see, the last few days on the 15th of May. So also this consolidation right over here. This consolidation is providing, of course, that big major resistance. If we do take a look at the fixed volume profile from this range, then of course we do have that naked point of control. It's no longer naked, okay, but we did see that bounce here very, very nicely when we acted as support, okay. This was on the 8th, 9th of May, okay. So if we do get that point of control from that range, okay, as you can see here, then of course we did get that massive support and a bounce. That level is currently providing some resistance as well, okay? So we got value area low from this zone. We got a nice volume node from this level here, it's providing resistance, and we are still creating these lower highs right over here, as you can see on the chart. Now this could change as soon as I upload the video. As long as we're below this range, I do see the price going lower, and if we do manage to break out successfully from 27,650, I want to see a big breakout with high volume. Any choppy price action above this level is still going to be bearish for me, and we are likely going to get that rejection. We'll be talking about this on the Legends trading community. Depending on what price action is created here, then of course we will take that decision for a short or let the price go to higher levels. This is why it's important, okay, that we cannot give signals. We do not know if this is a shorting opportunity, all depending on how we are going to hit that level. Is there going to be volume? Is there going to be a lot of buying pressure? Or are the bears going to fail? And of course we could see that kind of price action depending on how we hit that zone. But for the moment, it probably won't even hit that level, okay? Like I said, this is the first, second, third wave. Everything points out that this is the third one. Very nice, because it's the 1.618 extension from this movement down inside of the C corrective move. Everything points out that this is still the fourth wave, and we are still inside of the fifth wave here, where we are probably going to test the lows here from the 12th of May, as long as we are below $27,670. The moment we get above that level, and if it is with high volume, we're going to have to take a look at bullish case scenarios, some resistance where we can get rejected, and also support levels where we could bounce very, very nicely. Jumping into the DXY, guys, the DXY has had a really nice run up the last few days. So far, so good. People are confused because, hey, how come the DXY is pumping and Bitcoin is pumping also? They don't have an instant correlation, okay, in the immediate short term. If the DXY were to continue pumping in the next coming days, couple of weeks, then of course the price of Bitcoin will get affected at some point because of this rally that it has had for a week or so, okay? But instantly we could see those nice little pumps on Bitcoin, all right, in the immediate short term, while the DXY is pumping. They're not instantly correlated. It doesn't mean if we have a 1 minute candlestick to the upside, then there's a 1 minute candlestick at the same time to the downside on Bitcoin. It doesn't work like this. It works more in the mid-term, right, for the next weeks. All right, guys, not much to be said. I am still bullish on the DXY. The moment the DXY loses this resistance zone that it has been turning into support, that will be the moment that I will be bearish on the DXY, okay? This box that we have left just a few days ago that managed to act as support very nicely and bouncing beautifully, very much expected here. So I do see higher levels coming on the DXY, which should be affecting in the midterm the price of Bitcoin for some bearish momentum. Not much more to be said, guys. As long as Bitcoin is below $27,640, which was the high on the 15th of May, I'm still kind of bearish. The moment it gets above that level, then we'll be lightly hitting $28,300, which is approximately this lower high that was hit on the 10th of May, okay? Then we'll be having some day trade opportunities inside of this zone, and we'll be analyzing the market where there is a good shorting opportunity where we could get into a good long, all right? Also, this is provided on the Legends trading community where we do daily updates on the highest probability scenarios for Bitcoin, guys. Thank you, and I'll see you in the next one.